And people's problem now is the desire to kind of want to fit in everywhere. Like,
Everywhere.
this is happening. Oh, so you have an opinion on that, or this happened. Oh, you have an opinion on this, or this. You cannot possibly have an opinion on everything.
Yes. And a lot of people want to be influencers.
Yeah,
This is a new thing.
It is.
Because it feels like it's attainable for anybody.
It is. That's true. It is.
So what are the do's and the don'ts? Like,
I,
just briefly, like, in your experience.
yeah. Well,
Like you've just talked about, like you can't be, you can't know everything.
you just
can't
can't
be part of everything.
Yeah. I think one of them, and for me, which is very, 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 very important, is be informed. Like, really be informed. I make it a point. First of all, I read quite a lot. Yeah. So I make it a point to have a wealth of knowledge inside of me. When somebody brings a product or a service that they want you to push, if you're a well-read person, it's easy for you to look through what they're telling you and you say, this is wrong, this I disagree, this is actually wrong, this is also wrong, so I won't push that product. But if you don't have the information, you will take everything as gospel truth, put it out there, then somebody will pick you out and say, by the crystal, I think you're lying here, you don't know what you're talking about. And then you look like a fool.
Exactly.
Right? So it's always important to inform
doing
yourself.
the research.
Yes, precisely. Do the research. Simple as that. So that's the first thing. Be informed. The second thing is be yourself.
Yeah.
And that sounds very kind of straightforward. Like, I mean, who else
But
can you be?
surprisingly, it's not.
It seems straightforward that who else can you be other than yourself, right? But it's not easy. It's not easy. There's people who lead lives that are not theirs.
Exactly.
Like
there's peer pressure, and then there's this new pressure.
It's just impossible.
And I don't think.
Yeah, you see. So let me give you an example. I post a picture, right, of myself. I'm seated here enjoying a drink. I post a picture. Then somebody out there looks at the picture and thinks, okay, this is nice, but I think I can look better than this guy. So they also post a picture of themselves. Then somebody else says, no, I can look better than these guys. And so from the blue, people are doing stuff that they ideally shouldn't be doing, just because of that pressure of, no, I want to be better than this person. Then the other thing about social media that I would, where I'm talking about be yourself, is if you are the kind of person who loves, let's say, juice, I would expect nothing less than you talking about your love for juice. Not if you're a love of juice. I wouldn't expect you to come online and start saying, oh, by the way, tea is the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
You're not a tea person.
Because people
That
won't
is not
even
who
trust
you
you after
Yes.
that. They're like, but wait.
Who is this person? The fact is, there'll be tea lovers out there who are excited by it, because everything you say on the internet has got people who like it, no matter how horrible,
or weird.
how sadistic, how racist,
Sadly.
no matter how much bigotry you've got. If you share whatever you share, there will always be somebody who likes it. That's the thing. So if you're not a lover of tea, let the lover of tea talk about tea. You talk about juice. That is you being who you are. As simple as that. So people online nowadays, I'm a lover of tea. I'm a lover of juice rather. But because I've seen these guys who love tea, they seem to have some kind of, they have there's an affiliation, there's a certain affiliation to, there's some niceness to being affiliated with loving tea. So you know what? Guys, I'm a tea person. All right? Tea person. And chances are,
6 months later, you are...
And chances are, so I might actually even get a gig, a tea person, push. Then somebody who is actually a tea person might ask someday, but Beewol, how do you normally make your tea? How long does your tea bag stay in the cup? I've never taken tea. I don't know how long a tea bag is supposed. Do I drink the tea with the tea bag in it? Do I remove? I don't know that, because I'm not a tea person. So then you get found out right just there. You just get found out, and makes me look bad, makes the person paying me look bad, and nobody wins. So at the end of the day, it's easier to just just be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, the gigs, they come, you know, they come. Just be yourself. Yeah. It would also be nice to be positive. Yeah, be a positive person. I don't know if you've seen people who get online and all they share is negativity
Yes.
and, you know, fights and
There are a
arguments.
lot of people
and, yeah,
like that.
yeah, just don't be that person. First of all, no brand wants to be associated with negativity. Secondly, negative energy takes away more than it adds to you and to society and to life generally. So just share positivity. Of course, you can't run away from the fact that there's a lot of negativity happening around. Oh, I'm angry at the government, or, you know, hey, I'm angry at that is there. But surround yourself with as much positivity as possible online. People who affirm, you know, your strengths, your people who like that kind of echo, kind of chamber where people are sharing positive stories, you know. Or if you guys need a plug for this, I can sort you out. Or who needs help, like that kind of
I
positivity.
can honestly say
Yeah.
that I mute a lot of this negativity.
Yeah, yeah.
Because sometimes you find your entire timeline is,
I know, and
and you're just like, what is this? So I am huge on
Yeah.
muting
yeah,
hashtags,
yeah.
names.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, no, I
I know.
don't want that
I,
in my
I do
space.
I do that a lot myself. I do that a lot. And you know, when you've been online for a very long time, it is possible that a fight or two will come your way. People will always nudge you. They're like, hey, but you know, because there are people out there who live off of it.
Yeah.
That is strange. Yeah. There are people who live off of your bitterness, your anger. The angrier you get, the more kind of satisfaction they get in some sick, twisted way. So you get angry, and they're like, okay, yeah, we you know, and they keep pushing you. They keep, but you lied about, but what is it? But so you feel like you want to respond to all these things. You know, just be silent. If they think they've won, let them win. You know, whatever trophy they are getting, better be shiny. You know, 'Cause
But there's also this
don't
one
lose
more
anything.
danger, which is where people start to live their lives for social media and how to remain grounded
Yeah, yeah.
in the real world.
It is tough. I will tell you that it is tough because the internet, it's here to stay, really. You know, and
And it's just becoming more and
Yeah,
more,
more and more,
a part
yeah.
of our
So
lives.
people share stories. If somebody shares a story of their son, a very beautiful, lovely story, and all these likes, and a mother very easily can be pressured in. But I also love my son. You know, why don't I also share? You know, but you don't know that. First of all, you're two different people. Two, your sons are two different people. Three, you don't know how much information you're giving that is going to be used against you. You don't know, right? And then, of course, there's the obvious fact that the internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. So today you post something about your son, and you're happy about it, and you know you put up all these things and whatever. Tomorrow your son tells you, when he's older enough, he's like, by the way, I really don't appreciate what you did, sharing stories about me. Maybe your son is a reserved person. He grows up to become a more composed person, doesn't want to share a lot, and you've already ruined it for them. You know, just because you want to be this super parent who is. So sharing it, and then of course there's the issue of relationships and stuff.
That
And
pressure
yeah,
now,
there's a lot of pressure.
you must.
It's I know for some people there's it makes me happy, it makes me happy to share information about my partner, or it makes me happy. That's fine, that's okay. There's no harm in letting the world know this is the person you love and whatnot. But I think there's got to be limits, for lack of another word, just like what information you share, because not everybody wishes you well, and this is a very ugly fact.
Yeah.
Not everybody wishes you well. I can't say I'm a very I can't say I believe in people wishing ill luck and that ill luck actually coming, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, you don't need to give people that opening.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't want to risk it. My mom keeps telling me, you might share a picture of your partner and then somebody bewitches them. Not that I believe it, that's a bit, but the point is not everybody wishes you well.
Yeah.
And some people will go to extra lengths to bring you down. So don't give them ammo, right? If they're going to bring you down, let them work hard at it. Don't make it easy for them, Yeah, so the challenge, of course, for some of us is if, for example, you're dating somebody who is that kind of person, they love to share, and you are not that kind of person, there's a constant conversation you have to keep having.
You have to find that balance.
Like, okay, maybe cut down on this. I know it makes you happy, and but perhaps cut down on this. Let's not share this. There's that conversation you have to constantly keep
knowing
having.
what you can keep private.
What you can keep private. Because the world doesn't deserve to know everything.
Yes.
It really doesn't. This recent Will and Jada thing is one perfect example for me as an individual.
Yeah.
I didn't really think they owed anybody an explanation. Because it doesn't help for you to show the world that you're okay when you're actually hurting internally.
Previously on Crystal One-on-One.
You study 10 things, you major in 3. They stretch your brain to the maximum. And you major in 3. Have you thought about that? From primary, in secondary, they teach you how many things.
So
the things even you know. And then on the end of the day, you say, no, what do you want to be? Hey!
As long as you work you work out your problems with your partner, listen, the world can go and hang forever. I know Will and Jada as celebrities kind of we feel entitled to being part of their lives, and we've seen Will from Fresh Prince, we are part of his life, and I know that happens. But with matters of the heart, like love and stuff, it's only really between 2 people. Well, 3 in this case, so for Will and Jada and August. So yeah.
But also, one of the things that comes with strong relationships is forgiveness. Has to be a very, very big part of it. And to be able to forgive when
it's tough.
Yeah, it makes it even harder.
I don't know if you've seen those pictures of Will going around where he really looks sad and he looks like he's going to cry. I really do feel for him. I really, really do feel for him, because when your partner does, what Jada did and whatever, it takes a lot to get back from that. But to be able to sit down and talk through it and say, okay, you know what? I'm not happy with what you did, but I forgive you, I forgive you. And perhaps we owe the world some kind of explanation here and there, because, we're celebrities and whatever. But internally, me as Will, I forgive you, right? And, let's move forward, because we've come a long way. We can't really be distracted by one, let's keep this thing going. So that forgiveness, it's hard. It is very, very hard. It is very hard.
No,
so
it's
to
hard
master that,
just in a normal, quiet setting,
Yes.
private setting. Now with the
Now
whole
with the
world
My
weighing
God.
in.
I don't know
imagine.
if you saw 50 Cent. 50 Cent is a child. 50 Cent is a
He
child.
is,
Yeah.
he is.
So he posted something on Instagram. He DM'd Will Smith. Hey bro, what's up? How you doing? Smith was like, hey, I'm Kawa. It's like, man, sorry about what happened between you and Jada and stuff and what. Will was like, we worked through it and stuff. And then 50's like, but man, how that chick is not serious. How can she? How can she say she's the only one? How can okay, he alluded to the fact that how can she allow some other guy, to kind of, mess up, and you could feel that maybe don't go there,
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
But that's what social
Maybe
media
don't go there.
social
And
media
then he took the
trolls do.
screenshot and
Yeah.
he shared it.
He's a
I'm like,
troll.
but this is a private conversation. So that's the internet is horrible.
And
So
unfortunately, they've opened themselves up to that. But
So,
speaking of relationships, what about you?
what about me?
Yes.
I told you I'm a relationships guy. Yeah, so I am in one. I have somebody. Yeah, she's a nice girl. That's as modest as I can be. Yeah, but yeah, I do have someone. We've been together for over a year. Um, and it's been up and down. It's been up and down. Partly because we have our quote unquote red table that we also kind of have. She's a very out there person, for lack of another word. She likes to. It makes her happy to kind of. The world needs to know that we are dating and that kind of and I'm somewhat the opposite. I'm like, for what? Like, why should they know? So yeah, we have our battles here and there, but she's a very 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 accommodating person. She takes a lot of my bull crap, a lot of it, and I'm a handful. I know that for a fact. I'm a handful.
know that.
I know that for a fact. I'm a handful. I can be a pain. I can be a pain. So she's kind of been with me through all that, pain that I cause her. But yeah, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. It's tough though. It's tough though because again with social media. Somebody develops a story. Yeah, but what about this person? Who is this? And then she asks me, so who is this person? And like, no, that's the internet. Really, the internet will cook up anything. I don't know why people never really mind their business. I don't know why people don't drink water and mind their business. People are always all up in your.
Oh, they're always looking for the next juicy story.
Yeah. So yeah, but I deny them the juice as much as I possibly can. So that is the relationship in summary.
Okay, so you are also finding your own balance.
Yeah,
there.
it's a work in progress. We're trying to float our boat together because I can't float it alone. She can't do it alone. So and we are learning about each other every day. Yeah, we're learning about each other every day.
I don't think you ever stop learning.
Yeah, well, you never stop, but you kind of sometimes you kind of how you're in school and you've studied, the exam is coming, but you need to revise. So yeah, sometimes certain things that you think you need to take a step back and because why did I fall in love with this person? Or because of like you need to keep reminding yourself constantly because sometimes you have to remind yourself otherwise whoa, especially when like they piss you off, you're like, so in those moments you kind of why am I dating this person? And yeah, you kind of remind yourself. So
that is true. Now
So
you talked about the fact that you've been a jack of all trades. Try this, and you can actually say from experience that okay, this is not for me.
Yeah.
I tried this, I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
So like what advice do you have? Because a lot of people are finding their way,
Yeah, finding your way is a very healthy thing. I recommend it. Even at 60. You're never too old to find your path. Yeah. The problem with very many people is the assumption that the path that was carved out for you by your parents, by your school, is the path that you should toe. And I disagree with that very, very much. I think everybody needs to carve out their own path because when you carve out your own path, you walk in it with comfort, with peace of mind, and which of course lends credence to the fact that when, for example, you're working somewhere and the job sucks, walk away. I say this so many times, walk away. Yes, there is the harsh reality that you need a paycheck, right? You need a paycheck. But it doesn't make sense for you to make money when you're dying inside. Yeah? It really does not make sense. And me, I'm an advocate for people being at peace with themselves. Really, really be at peace with yourself. So go out there, try as many things as possible. And this lockdown has kind of given impetus, it has kind of given people like a nudge, like you have all the time, right? So try everything. What's the worst that could happen if you tried singing? Okay, you get embarrassed, but give it a shot. You never know. I've seen some people record songs and you listen and you think, maybe this one's not a musician. Maybe this one's not a singer. But I applaud the fact that, you know, they were brave enough to think, let me try this thing.
Try it,
You know,
yeah.
try singing, try acting, try writing.
And I think the
try...
more that you try
Yeah.
and fail, the tougher you become.
Absolutely.
The thicker your skin
Absolutely.
you grow.
This world can only be handled by people with tough skins. So you put yourself out there, try as much as possible, fail, try, fail, and eventually, by the time you carve out your path, you can confidently stand somewhere and address the world and say, you know what, I've been through a lot, right? Unlike a number of, what are they called, motivational speakers, yeah, who will tell you all this, you know, yap, yada, yada. But some of them may not really have told that, you know, yeah? So they'll tell you, oh, by the way, me, I started small. He got a loan of 50 million from his dad, you know? And he tells you, by the way, what?
And I struggled.
You know, I struggled. What the hell? So walk your path. Don't just walk your path. Be who you really, really feel like being. Of course, if that person is not a douchebag or, you know,
as long as you're not hurting other people.
Yeah, as long as you're not hurting other people, please try as much as possible. One of the things we were talking earlier on about the whole influencer thing and whatnot, and I've said, and some people complain that, you know, are these people becoming too many and what, and I say, you know what, the more, the merrier. Let everybody try it out, because at the end of the day, as a person, I want the industry, yeah, to be made up of the best, and the only way you can find the finest is by giving everybody a shot. Yeah, give everybody a shot. Let everybody try. Let everybody go out there and try to do influencer work. Then tomorrow, brands will like this one we don't like. So if people say no to you a number of times, you start to kind of get the feeling that maybe this is not really my, and then you find your path. But if you don't try it, you'll never. So just try. Do whatever you have. Just try. Excuse me. Be a fashion guru. I don't know, man. Photographer. Try voice. Like, do anything. Do anything. Some careers are developed out of that try and error, and some people blossom, you know, very, very late in life. Some
in
people,
life,
very, very late.
Some of the most successful people.
Yes, it's just a few, the Beyoncés. Oh, I started singing when I was one. But some people really, career kicks off like 20, 21, when you're really mature and you've done all these things. And if you've gotten out of the Ugandan education system, when you're done with university, that for me, I think, is where now life begins. Because everything until then is scripted for you. Yeah. Everything is, the lessons you learn, the subjects, everything is kind of scripted. After that now, put everything away, shut out all the noise, and then listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. What are the things that make me get goosebumps, right? Is it listening to music? Is it watching movies? Is it acting? Is it writing? Is it photography? There's 1,001 things. List all of them down. Give each of them a shot. You'll be shocked. A point will come when you realize that, okay, I've tried this, I've tried that. This, I think I can manage. And the other benefit of trying out so many things. You know, nowadays when people are hiring, they never hire somebody for one job.
Yes.
Right?
The world we're in now?
Yeah, they say we need a digital manager for our accounts. Like, okay, that seems pretty straightforward. Should be proficient in audio-visual skills. Should have good grammar. Should be proficient in IT. So there's all these things which, if you didn't try, you'd really not be proficient in them.
Yeah.
So give it a shot, and you'll become more marketable, for lack of another word. Yeah. So there's no harm in trying.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure hosting you.
It's been an honor. I didn't know these things are this much fun.
You know?
Yeah.
No pressure.
Sometimes you learn about yourself in the process of telling people about yourself. So, yeah, it's fun. I like it. I like it.